Hello, hello. How have you been? It's been a while since I've seen you. Yeah, probably about a year. Well, it's very, very nice to see you again. Of course, you remember me. I'm Diamond. I'll be taking care of what looks like a physical exam today. That's your understanding of the appointment as well, right? Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure. So let me just get a little bit of hand sanitizer here. And what we're going to do is just a brief physical. We won't have to do anything strenuous. It's not a cranial nerve exam. But we will just check some of your vitals, make sure you're not having any tenderness or pain anywhere. And I do want to ask you a couple questions. Let me get my notepad here. I'm not able to use the computer right now, so I've just had to write down all my notes. And my pen. Okay, so let me ask you this. Have you been having any pain, discomfort, any concerns that are abnormal for you that you're worried about, that you want to bring to my attention to look at today? Okay. Yeah, I completely understand. Well, we will go ahead and take a look. I am going to check your vitals, so we'll check your blood pressure. Make sure that you're not having high blood pressure, which could cause some chest pain like that. But don't forget, anxiety and panic can also cause those types of symptoms with the restricted chest. Do you feel like you are either stressed out or anxious during the times when you feel like that? Okay. Yeah, I understand. Well, let me jot that down. What I would want you to do is when you feel that pain, go ahead and take note of maybe what you're thinking about or what's going on around you or maybe in your life at that specific time. Okay. We might want to order some labs for you possibly. How long has it been since you had your last lab test done? Okay, so a little bit of time. I would suggest we should probably get that done pretty soon, maybe in the next couple of months, depending on how you're feeling today and if everything checks out. Because if anything is off or we suspect anything, I would want you to go get those labs much quicker just to make sure we're not missing anything. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put on a couple gloves, a pair of gloves. And I will just start the physical. Do you know what your height and weight was? Did they take it on your way back to the room? Okay. Oh, perfect. Let me write that down. Okay. Thank you so much. So, what I'm going to do is I want to check your pulse ox, and I have this little pulse ox meter right here, and what I'm going to do is just clip it onto your finger, and it is digital, so I'll be able to see the reader right here, and I'll know exactly what your heart rate is. So may I go ahead and clip this onto your finger? No, it's not gonna hurt. It just puts a light bit of pressure so that it can get a good reading. If it just were to sit on there, like just on top, barely touching, there wouldn't be enough contact to pick up a good signal. So we want just a little bit of pressure on there so we can get an accurate read. Okay? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Whichever hand you'd like. This one? Okay, just go like this. You're number 1. And I'm just gonna clip that on. Boop. And just sit there for a second. Go ahead and uncross your legs. Relax. Breathe normally. Don't think about anything or stress. Just relax. see. Oh, perfect. Okay, you have a very good reading. Okay, I'll take that back. Told you it wasn't so bad, right? You thought it was just gonna squeeze the crap out of you or what? Of course not. Now that part is done, I would like to go ahead and listen to your heart and lungs, and we will take your blood pressure. You know what? Let's take your blood pressure first, get that out of the way, and then I'll listen to your heart and lungs. So let me show you how this is going to be. I'm going to put this around your arm, and it is stretchy, but it's going to be a little bit tight because, again, we need to get a good read. You've had your blood pressure taken before, and you know that it has to constrict your arm just a little bit so that I can feel all the blood rushing through the arteries, and I can feel exactly what your blood pressure is. I almost was going to say heart rate is. Alright. So, let me just get these all twisted here for you. Okay. And I'll go ahead and take this arm here. You know what? Yeah, can you go ahead and either just pop your arm out of the sleeve or can we lift it? Yeah, just take it out momentarily. This won't take long. Perfect. So I'm going to slide this up your arm. Okay. And now what's going to happen next is I'm going to take this right here and I'm going to wrap it. Oops. I'm going to wrap it around your arm right where those bands are. And then that's what's going to be the cuff. This is our blood pressure cuff. And we just had to make a makeshift one today. I'm very innovative. And our last one broke. So I'm just going to have to use this one today. Promise it all works the same. It's going to feel the exact same. So I'll just wrap this around until it's tight. And this is connected to pump it like that. And then it's going to constrict that on your arm and give us a perfect reading. So let's go ahead and wrap this. I promise I won't do it too tight, but when we do the suction, it is going to start to constrict it. So let's go ahead and put this on your arm, okay? Right over those bands. Perfect. Good job. Okay, I'm just going to slip this little pressure tag right here underneath, okay? Good. And just stay like that. Remember, don't cross your legs. Relax. I'm going to pump it now, okay? All right. Is that getting too tight or are you okay? Let me see how that feels. Oh no, I could still put my finger under that. Oh no, not our makeshift blood pressure machine breaking. Okay. Oh yeah, that's good. Alright, give me a second. I'm going to take a listen with my stethoscope. Okay. Okay, let me let some of that air out. Alright. Take this off. And I'm going to slide these off your arm here. Done with that. Looks like your blood pressure, excuse me, is pretty good. Looks normal. I don't see any high blood pressure. So I'm not 100% sure yet what you're feeling or what that pain might be. So we'll go ahead and listen. I'll give a listen to your lungs, your heart, see if anything else is going on or if I can think of anything or see anything. But besides that, right now it's looking good. I'm happy with the blood pressure. So let's just go ahead and continue and see. Alright, let me move this stuff out of the way. Okay, now I am going to use my same stethoscope that you just saw, this right here, and I'm going to take a listen to your heart. So go ahead and just breathe normally for me. Okay. Good. Good. Okay, that sounds good. Now I'm going to go ahead and just reach around to your back and I'm going to take a listen in a couple of spots on your back. 5 or 6 different spots. Upper, middle, and lower. Okay? Go ahead and take a big deep breath in for me. And blow it out. Good. One more time. Big deep breath in. And blow it out. Good. Now go ahead and just breathe normally. Okay, a little bit more here. And down here. Okay, so that sounds good as well. I'm thinking that I don't hear any fluid. I don't see anything that sounds abnormal, should I say. Your heart sounds good. Lungs sound clear and good. Everything sounds nice. I don't hear any wheezing, any signs of fluid in your lungs. So, with that being said, I do still want you to get the labs. I am going to order those just to rule out anything else possible, you know? So we'll do that. But what I want to do next is go ahead and take your temperature. I'm going to check both ears for your temperature. And then I would also like to use my little magnifier here to look over your skin, make sure I don't see any lesions, bumps, anything abnormal. And I also just want to check your nasal cavities on both sides, inside your mouth. I'll take a quick peek at your ears when I do the temperature. And we'll just make sure that you're otherwise in good health. Make sure I feel comfortable letting you leave today. And then we'll get those labs ordered just to make sure everything else inside is good, okay? Does that sound like a plan? Okay. So I'm going to use my little thermometer here. This is just going to go in your ear and I'll take the reading. Then I'll have you turn this way. I'll put it in this ear, take the reading, make sure it both lines up. You want to check twice just to make sure that you're on point. If you have a fever, of course, fevers can be risky and lead to bad problems, and we want to avoid that at all costs. So just check twice. Check twice. Alright, so I'm going to put this in your ear, okay? We'll start with this one. Here we go. Perfect. Okay. Good. Normal temperature in that ear. Let me write it down. 98.7. And go ahead and turn your head just a little bit this way so I can get this ear. Good. One more time. Put this in your ear and check. Good. Same. A good match. 98.7. Both ears. So glad to see that. So what I'm gonna do now is check inside your ears really quick while we're here. I just have my little ear explorer. I'm gonna put this in your ear, open, take a peek, make sure I don't see a buildup of wax or impacted earwax, because that can really hurt our ears, even make you off balance sometimes in severe cases. And of course, you can't hear as well. So I'll check for that, make sure I don't see any inflammation of the ear canal or your eardrum. Just make sure it looks good. So let's start with this here, right here. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in, and here we go. Open, open, open. Looks good. I'm not seeing anything to be concerned about. Yeah, that ear looks good. Go ahead and turn your beautiful, amazing face that way. I'm going to take a look at this side. Alright, let's see. Open, open, open. Okay, so what I'm seeing on this side is just a little bit of wax. Just a little bit. No need for concern. A little bit of wax, nothing impacted, not a ton of buildup, no inflammation, a little bit of wax. Don't worry about it. Let me make note of that. Do you use Q-tips or anything in your ears, or do you normally just let them go? Just a washcloth on the outside. Okay. Okay, amazing. Now, while we're here, I'm going to just use my little tool here to look in your nose. I'm going to just grab onto your nostril, pick it up and look, peek in one side. Do the same thing to the other side. Make sure that you don't have a deviated septum or anything like that, which if you do, it's not the biggest deal in the world, but it does cause a lot of issues for some people. So let me go ahead and grab onto your nostril here very lightly, I promise. And we're gonna clip, and I'm just gonna peek. Peek, 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 peek. Looks good. Oops, sorry, a little bit tight there. Okay, that one looks good. Let me see this side. Get my finger out of the way. Let's see. That side looks good as well. Do you have any runny nose or mucus running down the back of your throat? Or do you feel like only when you're sick you have that? Sick and during allergy season. Makes total sense. Okay, and now I'm just going to look in your mouth. So I'm going to push down on your tongue, look in the back of your throat, check for any signs of, do you have tonsils or did you have a tonsillectomy? Okay, tonsillectomy and adenoids. Okay, okay. So I'm just gonna look, see if I see any redness, swelling, anything like that. If not, we are good to go. I'll go ahead and move on with just examining your skin, do a little bit of touching, make sure you don't have any bumps or lesions or anything like that, and you'll be good to go. Besides that, lab work, okay? Alright, so I'm gonna set this on your tongue. Go ahead and open wide. I'm gonna put this down, tongue and push. Just breathe through your mouth for me so I can see the back of your throat. Good, I don't see any swelling. A little bit further back here, sorry. No, it looks good. Alright, you are good there. I don't see anything, again, nothing abnormal. Okay, so now, is there anywhere on your body that you have any concerns about, such as a mole that has grown bigger, any open sores, scabs, anything of that nature, or do you feel like you're normal? Like normal as if you usually would be? Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that. Well, I still recommend though, I'm of course not a dermatologist, but I do recommend that at least once a year you do go see a dermatologist to get a head to toe exam. They're very good. They have very good tools to look up close at freckles or moles or any other growths on the skin and really catch it before it could turn cancerous or while it's beginning to turn cancerous. So I would definitely recommend going to the dermatologist once a year, once every 2 years if you want to push it, but it's really good to get checked out by a skin specialist. So I'm going to go ahead and just take a look at you, okay, head to toe real quick, and we'll get you out of here. Sound good? Alright, let's see. Okay. See your neck. It looks good. Check your arm. Alright, and this arm. Does this area hurt you at all? Just a little bit red. Is that normal here? Oh, okay. A little bit of dermatitis. Okay. Oh, you know about skin then. Okay, let me check your chest. Okay, I'm just going to move your shirt up a little bit. Is that okay? Alright. Thank you. Looks good. I don't see any issue. See your legs here. Can you go ahead and just raise this one for me? Good, thank you. And no pain or anything in your feet, no numbness, tingling sensations. Okay, let's see this one. Alright, so everything honestly looks really good. I don't see any concern. You look very healthy. Everything seems to be in check. Looks like you're taking care of yourself. I would just go ahead and get those labs done. Of course, I'll call you if there's any concern with them, but I don't really foresee that there'll be any issue. But if there is and we get it back and anything's abnormal, I'll give you a call. But if you don't hear from me within a week after getting the lab work done, then just assume everything is fine. You can also always sign into your patient portal and check your labs and what's going on, the status and the results, okay? Alright, well, you are good to go today. You did amazing, phenomenal. I am glad that you are in good health. Keep it up. You're doing amazing. And I will talk to you soon, possibly. But if not, then I guess I'll see you next year, right? Alright, well, you take care of yourself, okay? I'll see you soon.